Hey, good morning. Good morning. Happy Saturday. It's a little rainy this morning here in South Central PA, but that's okay. Rather have it rain at night than in the middle of the day when things are, you know, going on and you want to be outside and so forth. But I wanted to talk a little bit today. I said, again, things that have a positive impact on people's lives. And I want to talk a little bit about productivity. I have some friends. I think everybody has people they know that are just incredibly, incredibly productive. Like you don't realize how they can get everything done that they do. They always seem to be busy. They always seem to be doing something, working on a project, running three or four kids to different activities and managing all that and getting work done and owning a business or whatever it is. But we all know those really, really, really productive people. And so I have tried very hard over the last several years to make myself more productive. And I think it comes down to, for me anyway, I find that I need to get better at two things. One is managing my time, and the other is managing my energy level. Because if you can plan everything out, but if you're too tired or if you're unmotivated or what have you, things still don't get done. Conversely, you could be extremely anxious and up and ready to go, but you're disorganized and you're not focused on what are the things that you need to do to get stuff done. I'll talk a minute first about time management, and what mine has really evolved over the years. I used to be kind of like, I'm just going to get up and get to work or wake up in the morning and figure out what I want to get done that day. And then I started making, later on really writing down to-do lists, like either the night before or the morning of, like, here's what I need to get done today. That's all great. And that's a good for a lot of people, if you had nothing to begin with. But the problem with that is then I'm only focusing on things that are kind of like putting out fires, things that are maybe urgent, but have to get done now. But I lose track of things that have to be done in the future, or stuff that takes more than just a day to do, and that needs planning out and so forth. So what I did and what I do now is, at home, I have, we all have apps on our phones, or people have. I don't really use a calendar so much, but I use the Notes app, and I have a different note for every day of the week. So maybe on Sunday for the next 3 days, I'll kind of pick out some things that I want to make sure I get done. I'll just put a couple of them on Monday, a couple of them on Tuesday, and a couple of them on Wednesday. So I'm not totally overwhelmed. Like if I listed everything on Monday I wanted to get done for the week, so there's no way I'm going to get all this done. But if I just put a couple on Monday, here's what I'm going to do Monday, here's what I'm going to do Tuesday, here's what I'm going to do Wednesday, and then on Wednesday, focus on the rest, kind of make my list for the next of the week. It's less intimidating. Like I'm not like overwhelmed, and I can kind of plan my day. I don't put a time down that I have to do it, uh, but I kind of make time in my mind, like, again, mornings. Like I'm a morning person, so I get stuff done in the morning, and that helps organize. For instance, if I get up on a Saturday, say, hey, I want to get the grass cut, I want to trim, I want to get the car washed, I want to do this, that. Well, what happens if it's raining outside? Can't really do that. So as long as I can have, here's what I do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. If it rains Monday, well then I can just move that to Tuesday, move my Tuesday, maybe had some indoor stuff planned, put that on Monday, laundry or whatever. It just helps manage things out that way. Managing energy, that's really that can be the hard part too, because you have to be motivated, right? It's like hard to get up off the couch. And by the way, I spend very little time. I want to say this, but my time management, very little time watching TV anymore. I might watch a couple innings of a Phillies game or a period of a Flyers game, a couple minutes of news in the morning. But really, I'm not into any shows or anything like that. But mentally, you got to have that, again, your diet, your exercise, you got to do that right. Uh, Silence and meditation. Get the right amount of sleep. But sometimes you have that big lunch and you're like exhausted afterwards. Take 5, 10, 15 minutes, just kind of sit back, close your eyes, meditate. helps reset your mind. By the middle of the day, you've got so much going on, so many things are happening. Uh, Take a few moments, even close your eyes, 6 deep breaths, 6 slow deep breaths. That's going to help you reset, gather your thoughts, get your focus. You can go down your list of things to do one at a time instead of trying to do all 7 at once. Um, those are my thoughts for today. Again, it's productivity. How can I get more done today than I used to be able to do? That helps me get better as a person, helps me uh, keep my sanity with so I'm not overwhelmed at the end of the week. Like you get to Friday and like, oh my God, I have everything else I have to do. So hopefully that helps, folks. Leave comments, share the video. I will talk to you next week.